¿Hay puerta?
Y puertas. Algunas están muy pesadas.
¿O destruidas?
O puertas que te llevarán donde tu imaginación te lo permita. Algunas contradictorias. O unas que estarán cerradas por mucho tiempo. Puertas de la cual quieres salir. Y en algunos lugares tampoco las queremos. Algunas veces te sugieren una elección. Para mí son símbolos que hablan de dos momentos distintos. Lo que fuimos o lo que seremos. Y hay algunas que no quieren ser abiertas. O tan inmensas que no las puedes contener. Claro, pero para mí todo es un símbolo. El dios Janos para los romanos representaba el dios de la transición, el dios de los cambios y el dios de las puertas. Era muy característico que durante el tiempo de guerra sus puertas del templo se encontraban abiertas, pero en el tiempo de paz sus puertas estaban cerradas. Tiene hasta una escáner, una computadora, un teléfono. Hay de todo, porque inclusive algunas revelan sus secretos escondidos. Esta es la oportunidad que nos da Gemma Moore con su exposición de puertas del Casco en Gato Negro. No te lo puedes perder, a ver qué interpretación tú les puedes dar.
Just fell in love with all the doors, the different doors. And I started noticing that some of them were disappearing because of the renovations. So someone said, you know, there are several books about Casco, but nothing about doors. But because the doors were changing, because of the renovations going on, I said, you know, people wouldn't know what it looked like before. So it's the show of doors. It's a gateway. Doors are gateways. Sometimes you don't know what's on the other side. Sometimes you want to know what's on the other side. If they're open, it's inviting. Some of them are closed and you're like, I don't know whether I should go in there. But they're portals. They're portals to another, just something unknown sometimes. So you walk through and you get to know what's on the other side, and you forget about what you came through. So I guess the documentation of the doors is saying, okay, look at what you're going into, or open this door and see what's on the other side. So it's kind of inviting. It's a portal. It's inviting. Come open me. Most of the doors are closed, and I said, well, maybe I should just leave that like that.
Okay, see, I was just wondering because, for example, as I told you, I love history, and in the Greek mythology, I'm sorry, Rome mythology, they have the god Janus, which was the god of doors. And for example, when the door of his temple was closed, it was because it was a moment of peace. But when the door were open, it's because the town or the people were on war. So I was just wondering to know if you kind of get that sense also. For example, for them, when the door was closed, it's because they were in peace. Do you get to have the same feeling?
Interesting. I never thought about it like that, but that is a possibility. Also, when the doors are slightly open, it's kind of like a invitation, a welcoming. But when the doors are closed, I guess you can get that sense of peace, tranquility. I never thought about that.
And if somebody comes and take your photo and put it in their wall of their house, why would they want to have a picture of a door in their house? What would that represent for them?
looked at the photos as being works of art. So it's not just doors, even though that's the representation of it, but it's also a work of art, abstract. And I want the doors to look like paintings. So the richness of the color, the playing on the shadows is what it's all about. So yes, that's why it's on canvas, because canvas represents artwork. So when you look at them, you say, oh, that's actually a piece of art. And people would come and say, oh, I love your paintings. And I would just smile because, of course, they're photos.
So you were also mentioning, or you showed me the picture of one in particular, which is, it actually has no door, it's an arch, exactly. And you told me that was your favorite. So what sense, or what does it mean for you just having the open space?
Yeah, well, in that particular case, the arch represents that there was a door, and to have it not there, the actual door not there, and the arch representing the possibility of the door being there. So it was my favorite because of the texture of the possibility of the doors being there. It actually looked like a painting to me.
So you could talk to a person that will get one of your photos / painting. What will be like the message for them? What would you like them to, when they see it, what would be, do you have something in particular, or just is open for them?
I'd like it to be open. I want them to enjoy it as a work of art. I would love them to give their interpretation. And I think all artists want that to happen. They want the person to enjoy the piece from their point of view.